So I wanted to talk about changing my gender marker on like my birth certificate and then subsequently all of my ID, um, and why I haven't done it yet and why I don't think I'm gonna do it anytime soon. So I've been trying for the first time I looked it up was when I was changing my name legally like 4 years ago, and I knew I wasn't going to change it yet because in Ontario, if you change your gender marker before you have a hysterectomy and you're planning on having a hysterectomy, it causes problems with OHIP, which is our health insurance um, for the province. And because the government's like, men can't have hysterectomies, why does your ID say male? You can't get covered by the government for your hysterectomy. Um, I had friends who had changed their ID or their gender marker, and they did end up being allowed to have a hysterectomy and have it covered, but they either had to change their ID back to female or go through a long process um, with the government to get them to um, acknowledge that this is not some kind of scam for money. So I was told, thankfully, before I changed it, don't change your ID before you have a hysterectomy. Um, and then when I went in for my hysterectomy, the surgeon said the same thing. She's like, "You don't have your ID changed to say male, do you?" And I said, "No." She said, "Okay, perfect. Then everything will go smoothly." Um, so I had a hysterectomy almost a year ago. I had it April 5th of last year, so 2016. And so the surgeon said, wait 6 weeks till your post-op, just in case we have to do, like, in case anything goes wrong and we have to, do anything else. But wait 6 weeks and then you're good to change your gender marker. Um, and I wasn't in any rush, but I had been, you know, looking at the forums again on the Ontario website, the government website, about how to change it. And every time I look, it just like confuses me, one, and also um, just makes me anxious and mad, and I don't want to deal with it. So I looked again yesterday because I was like, I need a credit card. To get a credit card, I need ID. I don't have a driver's license because I don't drive, and I don't have any form of ID besides my health card, which banks don't take your health card as ID. So Ontario has this Ontario identification photo card thing that you pay $35 for, and it's like a replacement for a driver's license. So if you don't have a driver's license, you can get this ID card so that you have ID. And then if you get your driver's license, you have to give in the ID because you can't have both. Um, but anyway, it's $35, and I need that ID card because I need to go get a credit card. And I've been putting it off because I wanted to change my gender marker on my birth certificate so that I could have the ID card say male. Um, but something in me is holding me back. Like I don't want to change my gender marker. In a perfect world, my health card and my ID, not necessarily my health card, but my like an ID card would just not have the sex marker on it at all. Like I don't want it to say that because the Ontario government is working currently on getting the opportunity to put an X on your health card or your driver's license. Um, I did call the Ministry of Transportation or whatever yesterday, and they said that they're undecided, and they're working on it on a case by case basis currently. So if I want to get that ID card with either mail or an X or something on it, that I should uh, fax a letter to the special inquiry unit directly and say, this is what I want. Can I get permission to do that? And then they would either say yes and send me a letter so that when I go to get the ID card, um, I could have that special permission to get that done, or they're going to say no, and then the answer is no. Um, but yeah, so it's a lot of unknowns at this point, and a part of me, and I talked with my mom yesterday, and she kind of agrees. with my health card especially, I don't want it to say male, um, because there's a voice in the back of my head telling me that that's a bad idea. Um, I don't. People don't believe me when I tell them I'm trans. Doctors don't usually believe me. Uh, Friends don't believe me. Other trans people usually go like, "What? Like really?" I, People don't believe me, and the only thing that I have is that one F on my ID that proves that I'm trans. And God forbid I end up in the ER or something for whatever reason, and I'm not capable of saying that to the doctors or whatever, or my family isn't there to tell anybody. I don't want it to be this moment of like, why does this person's ID say male? This person, looks male, and then all of a sudden we've taken off their clothes and we're not, this is not what we were expecting to see. And I just, I have this deep anxiousness about that, about not only that extreme of a moment, but just any healthcare at all, or any moment where I would need to disclose that I'm trans, and to like a professional or something that would be seeing my health card or any kind of ID like that. Um, like something in me is like, it's not a good idea to change it yet. The photo ID card is good for 5 years. You have to renew it in 5 years, and you still pay an extra. You pay the full price of $35 when you go to renew it. So I think I've decided that I'm just going to get the photo ID card without having changed my gender marker. I'm going to look into maybe possibly being able to get an X on it, or male on just the photo ID card, but I'm not changing my gender marker on my birth certificate or health card yet. I'm hoping bottom surgery, I'm hoping doesn't take, at least for stage one, at least I'm hoping to have had stage one done for phalloplasty within the next 5 years. Hopefully. I'd like it like as soon as possible, but realistically the surgeon's wait list is quite long. So I think that after bottom surgery, I think I will be comfortable enough to have my gender marker changed. But where I am currently, I'm just scared that it's going to come back to bite me if I change it now. And I just I don't have the money right now to do it. It's going to cost me, with the photo ID card, the change of name certificate, or sorry, change of gender marker certificate, and the new birth certificate, it's going to cost me around $90. So I just don't want to drop that money right now. Also, you need several different like letters and stuff from different people, and you need to fill out a lot of different. There's so many different applications that you have to fill out just for this one thing, and it's so confusing to me, and I don't want to deal with it. So, and I don't want to deal with it, and I don't want to pay for it if I'm not 100% sure that this is what I want for me right now. I don't want to do it for anybody else. I want to do it for me, and for me right now, it doesn't feel right. So I finally kind of decided that I'm not going to do it. Um, I'm going to wait and kind of sit on it for a while, but I still need the ID card. So I'm going to see what I can do. And worst case scenario, it's going to say female on it as well. And it is what it is. I don't drink or go places that I need ID. I literally am just getting this ID card for the bank. Um, so I don't really care. But yeah, it's been a long time to kind of come to this realization and come to this acceptance that I'm not going to change it yet, and that I'm doing it for me, and that it's that's the right decision for me. Um, yeah, so I kind of wanted to share that because I'm sure there are other people out there who kind of have the same feelings, or for other reasons don't want to change their gender marker, and it's completely valid. It doesn't make me any less male. It just means that it's not right for me right now, and it's not feasible for me right now. So I'm not changing it for anybody else. If I'm changing it, I'm going to do it for me. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, video topics, or anything like that, leave them down below or message me. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.